Hello, how's it going? It's me again, Darius. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about several different topics, specifically controlling the content of your mind. Um, most people, we go through many different things emotionally, mentally, physically. But today I'm specifically focusing on mental and emotional. Um, we all have been through so much already. Right now, it's a difficult time. We got the coronavirus spreading throughout the world. People are just trying to figure out how to, just survive at this point in time. Um, and it's been a struggle for everybody, pretty much. Um, but to be, more specific, today I want to talk about social media. I want to talk about like Facebook, Instagram, the movies that we choose to watch. There's just so much content out there, and we have to learn to control that content. Um, we all like, what information do you allow into your mind? That's a very important question to ask yourself. If, for example, I know a lot of people like to watch like scary movies and stuff like that. Me personally, I can't handle it, so I just don't. I don't have what it takes to watch any scary movies. They freaking it's too much for me. Um, do you spend hours of your day scrolling through social media? I think the average person I heard spends about 2 to 3 hours a day scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, and we have to ask ourselves what what is this doing to us? Like when we scroll through our Instagram, we scroll through our Facebook, and we see like all this crazy things happening. You got to protect yourself. You got to be careful on who you choose to follow on the social media. Not all content is good content. Especially if you see something where they're talking, a lot of sexually explicit content. That's something that, a lot of people suffer. They struggle with, porn addictions and so forth and so on. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're watching, if you're scrolling through your Instagram and all you got is a whole bunch of half-naked women on there, because that's what it is now. Sex sells, straight up. You have to protect your own mind. Nobody's gonna force you to control the content that you put into your brain. The United States government, I am thankful for my country, that we have the freedoms that we have. It's amazing what type of freedoms that we have. But it's freedom of speech, freedom of like so many different freedoms that we have in the United States. But we need to ask ourselves, how much freedom is too much freedom? You know, is the content going into your mind helping build structure in your life, or is it destroying your peace? You know, and again, like I said, if you're watching crazy movies and you're watching like crazy music, a lot of the music nowadays, like I said, sex sells, chaos sells. So you got like a lot of like big artists who all they talk about is crazy stuff inside of their music. Personally, I choose not to listen to any of the mainstream music. I prefer to listen to classical music. I listen to a lot of like Christian music. That's just my get to, because I want peace. Like, peace is hard to come by. I mean, it is so easily to be overwhelmed and stressed on a daily basis. So yeah, what type of movies and music do you listen to? I already pretty much answered that one. I like I said, I try and stay away from like hip hop. I don't really listen to a lot of music like metal music. I mean, I've listened to it before, and I just feel that it causes me to have an overwhelming amount of stress and anxiety. and life is already difficult as is. So, I just try and stay away from it. Every day, we are bombarded with information. Some information is meant to inform and motivate. Some information is going to cause you to feel overwhelmed, and it will make your life very difficult. As stated before, sometimes it is better to live without being the same as everyone else. The fact is that majority of the people in the world are broke, unsuccessful, and very unhappy with the quality of their lives. It's crazy because, we bind ourselves. A lot of the time, we are the root of our own suffering. Some suffering is due to things like, some of the way that we think and our mind process. There are a lot of people who have become comfortable in chaos. They grew up in chaotic situations. They watch their parents, go through, like, fight and argue, and maybe the neighborhood that they grew up in, there was just always a lot of fighting and chaos in the neighborhood, so they become comfortable in this environment. If somebody grew up around poverty, it's almost crazy to the point where, like, there's a term, it's called internal oppression, right? Internal oppression, remember, this is a key word here. A lot of, like, there are people who are, like, literally, like, they get a situation to where they're going to, like, be successful, and they will ruin their chances at their own success. Like, they will literally do things like, they'll go the night before they have, like, a huge opportunity, a huge speech, or some huge opportunity. They'll go and they'll drink and get super drunk, and then miss that opportunity. Like, literally, there are people out there internally, they are oppressed. It's not the government, right? It's not the society. It is the person themselves. They have oppressed themselves. They told themselves, I don't deserve good things. And the truth be told, right? I'm a Christian. I believe Jesus Christ died on the cross so that I could have an abundant life, so that my life can be better, not so that I can be living in suffering. Honestly, I just don't think that we should make our life any more difficult than it already is. There's so much things going on. Personally, I don't watch the news. I can't handle it. There's too much going on in the news. Every day there's the news, they only post the most crazy things. The only way that it's going to make it into the news, right? Everything is about views, So, if the views aren't enough, then then they won't post it. If you spend hours of your day scrolling through social media, it is most likely the results that you have. So if you spend hours of your day, right, like, scrolling through social media, you're making Facebook, the people at Facebook are rich. They're getting richer every day. They're hiring off. When they start hiring people at Facebook and Instagram, man, they start those people off $150,000, $200,000 a year for the engineers. They're getting super rich, and they spend all their time programming and trying to figure out how to make you continue to use Facebook and Instagram. I'm not knocking Facebook and Instagram. I'm using them to promote and market my products and my services. So hey, man, like, they're amazing, but everything needs to be taken with a grain of salt. Don't overwhelm yourself, is what I'm saying. When a new movie comes out that is considered a blockbuster, do you have to spend your time and go watch that movie? I mean, it's crazy, man. That dude, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, that guy is, like, I don't know how much money he has. I think he has like $300 million, something beyond. It's ridiculous how much wealth that he's acquired in the movie industry. He's literally, I think he's one of the most followed people on Instagram. I think I was looking, he has like 177 million followers on Instagram. That's more than, like, Kim Kardashian, more than freaking, like, it's ridiculous. More than Kylie Jenner, like, the movie industry is so big, man. It's ridiculous. But like, we go and we support these movies. I'm not saying that we shouldn't support the movie industry, but my question is, do you need to see every single blockbuster? We need to ask ourselves what we're doing with our time. Are we spending enough time doing self-development, or is it every free moment that we have spent scrolling through social media, watching movies, and like scrolling through YouTube, watching videos, like watching memes and stuff like that. My question is, how is this helping you? How is this helping you? How is this helping you to become more successful? Is this getting you closer to your dreams and your goals in life? And if not, maybe it's time to reanalyze. Look at the time management. Where are you putting your time? How are you investing your time each day? The average person spend their time and resources making rich people more rich. And my question is, what are you doing to make yourself rich? Key term, what are you doing to make yourself rich? A lot of people have these dreams of owning a huge house, driving a nice fancy car, and having all this money in the bank and super wealthy and rich and all that stuff, right? But my question is, right, at the end of the day, what is, is that going to give you peace? I mean, there's a lot of people with all these wealth and riches and they don't have any peace of mind because of the ways that they went about to get that money. They've destroyed people's lives around them. They've done horrible things. And now they have to take all types of stuff just so that they can sleep at night. They gotta take sleeping pills, just say sleep at night. Do all types of drugs just so you can relax. Like, no, man, I ain't gonna be trying. I'm not here. I don't want to destroy lives, man. If I gotta destroy other people's lives so that I can have money and riches and wealth, right? Then I don't, you will never have peace. You will never have a moment of peace. You'll always be wondering if somebody's gonna break through and try and rob you in the middle of the night. How is that peace, man? That's stress. That's anxiety. It's overwhelming. Maybe it's time to ask, what changes can you make to your own life to improve the quality and success you have? Success, what is success determined by? We got to ask ourselves that question. Is your success only monetary? Or maybe your success, for me, success is determined by how many people I help. I don't necessarily need to become super wealthy and rich. I would honestly be grateful if I ran a business that made billions of dollars, and through that business I was able to travel the world and help people's lives around the country, around the world, and in different countries. Help other people establish their lives, create businesses for themselves, help change their own lives, better the quality of their own lives. Getting monetary wealth and riches will only last so long. So what I really would like is, I just wrote a new book. It's called Relentless Determination. And in this book, I talk about, all the things that are necessary to take your life to the next level, to keep yourself motivated. You need to be relentless in your determination. You got to have relentless determination in your pursuits. Bad things are going to happen. Difficulties are going to be there all throughout the course of your life. If you're looking to have overwhelming success, you need to be prepared for what the world is going to throw at you. You need to, I talk about some of the stories. I talk about how my mom went through some struggles and how, just some of the things that I've experienced in my life and some of the things that I've been through. I talk about how I made $100,000 in 2019. I was an Uber driver, independent contractor. It's possible, the things that you desire, but you're going to have relentless determination. I'll tell you, by the end of the year, I was working 90-hour work weeks. 90-hour work weeks. That's almost 2.5 times the average person, 3 times some people. Some people only work 30 hours a week. I was working 3 times what some people work. And it was the only reason why is because I had relentless determination. I was determined. I told myself I was going to do it, and that's what I did. I literally refused to give up on my dreams and my goals. So I just want to read a couple scriptures here before I end this video. One scripture. These are from a book called God's Creative Power Gift Collection. So, one of the scriptures that I want to read is, "A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." So, the power that we have in our words is unlimited. I mean, unlimited. Whatever that you desire, if you speak it and you believe it, it will be yours. If you desire to have successful relationships, if you desire to be emotionally stable, speak it. Speak it. In the Bible, it talks about how God spoke and the world came into existence. You know? So, yeah. And then there's another scripture I would also like to read to you. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine unto thy ways. And this is from Job 22:28. I just want to thank you all today for watching. Like I said, my book is available now on Amazon Kindle. Please go check that out. Also, check us out. Check out our website. I have a new clothing line called Gorilla Nature. The Gorilla Nature Inc. clothing line is available for purchase now. Please go check that out. Thank you for all your continued support. Please check out the GoFundMe on our website, GorillaNatureInc.com. Please go fund it. GoFundMe. All the podcasts and all the Instagram. Check us out on Instagram, on Facebook. Gorilla Nature Inc. at Gorilla Nature Inc. on Instagram, at Gorilla Nature Inc. on Facebook. You can find our page there. Check us out at Silicon Valley Cyber Cafe as well. I want to thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a blessed day in these trying times. You just got to stay motivated. The things that you're desiring and the change that you want in your life, you have the power. You have the power. You have to speak it into existence and then take action every day through relentless determination. You got to stay motivated, stay positive, stay creative. I'll catch you guys next time. This has been A Minute with Darius. Goodbye. See you later.